Welcome! Remote leadership sucks. It's a chance. Well, I would say it's more a challenge because think about that people feel isolated. Leaders or team leaders don't have the chance to work with their team, and it's really difficult to give qualified feedback and also have a one-to-one meeting with the team. It's a challenge that the people feel isolated, and also you are losing the team spirit. And what is really important, the uncertainty of responsibilities, the uncertainty of roles, the uncertainty of tasks. So I don't see a chance.
I see chances, plural, so many and they're everywhere. Starting with a chance to upskill, so really work on not only IT skills, but also work on interpersonal skills.
Okay.
For employees, it's the time to spend less traveling, commuting from A to B, but starting right off to organize your day in a total different way, more in your work-life balance mode. Also to combine it with also traditional means. So yes, of course, you're supposed to spend as much time at home as possible, but still you can meet outside. Still you can write a letter and post it. So there's so many ways to actually combine what's totally new with what been lying in the past.
And you think that the leaders and the team members can profit from it?
They can, but it's good that you put it in that way. Of course, it's not a given. Not everyone just wakes up in the morning and says, well, I've been commuting all my life. I've been running my team for 10, 20 years in the like face-to-face view, or I'm used to seeing my boss controlling and checking on me every day. Of course, it's a transition. And I admit teams who've been working together, who know one another, are of course at a bigger advantage. But still, if the team is totally new, or even if new people are hired, this does not mean this cannot be done just because it's 2020 and a special year.
But me from my side, I was leading teams, and to be a remote leader, it's really, really challenging. Let's look at the situation right now. What do you need as a team, and especially as a leader? Well, of course, first of all, you need the right software. This sucks. I mean, come on. There are so many softwares. Which one do you choose? Of course, if there is the company and they say, well, you use this one, then you have no other chance. But then also, not everybody is used to these softwares and these technical setups. Then you are losing the employees who are not into this topic, right? Then you have also the problem of clear and regular communication. I mean, you can try to define it and you can try to bring it to the people, but they are at home, they are cozy, then they have their family around, and they forgot about the set times, and then it really sucks. Yeah. And then you as a leader or as a team leader in this case, then you have to call everybody up, and you really have to invest so much time, and at the end of the day you're losing control. You cannot see what the people are really doing, and of course you can try to measure the results then at the end of the day, but then also, as I mentioned before, how can you get qualified feedback, or how can you have I don't know, a mid-year review or a yearly review, and how on which base do you give bonuses?
I totally agree that working remotely needs different leadership skills. So you cannot just transform everything that used to work offline to the online world. But this is actually quite a chance. So what you're describing, controlling people, being after them, checking on them, like how many emails did they write, how many phone calls did they make, that is really an old school kind of management and leadership.
No, it's not.
It is very old.
No, absolutely
I
not.
understand it can be tough if this is all you've been doing. So now is the time not only to catch up with the latest gear, but also to install in your people a why they should come to work, what they're there for, what contributions they can make, what role in the team they have, and what vital part they're playing in order for the company to actually thrive. And that needs to be given, because otherwise the only reason or the only way is to implement controls mechanism, which is really, really hard if you do it online. So find a why, train the people, and combine. So we won't have COVID forever. So, and there still means to combine it, train it, upskill. That's what I said before.
Okay. And of course, I'm also convinced of remote leadership. And my tips are for you as a leader. So, what can you do to, have your team on track, so to say, and be motivated? Check in every morning. So, I mean, guys, you have all the software set it up. So, check in early in the morning. So, define times. So, define working times, define lunch times, define meeting times. Organize daily meetings, team meetings, but also one-to-one meetings. This is more important that you, as the team lead, you check on your employees one-to-one. And also get feedbacks and inform the team, and the team should inform each other on a regular basis on what are they working, what have been the challenges, or when you are in the office and you have the informations, what's going on in the company, let your team know what decision have been made, what is the plan until the end of the year, what is planned for the next year. So keep them informed, and what is the most important thing, clear communication, and also an agreement on the way of working in this online times, so to say, right?
Less is more, so shorter meetings, less people, more people that are actually in the decision-making process, not just meeting for the meeting's sake. So that defining times together where people are supposed to work, but also recreate. And ask for advice. Many of us haven't been there before. Working alone from home in a remote environment, not meeting people, like we're used to that. This is our daily business, the path we've chosen. So of course, we can be of great help should you face that challenge and wonder how to actually handle it from here.
Yes, and so we have 3 tips for you how you can take the best out of remote leadership. So first of all, learn to build relationships. I mean, we see each other now all the time through cameras, and learn how to build a relationship through a lens, and how to connect with the people beside being online in a video call or so. Then also learn to communicate clearly, and have a communication routine, I would say. This is really important. And the third thing is, I mean, your team is still your team, and this is a good chance to get to know the people even better in the regular one-to-one meetings, right?
Absolutely.
Do you have something to add?
Well, not for this show, but of course we want to keep you waiting a bit. So check out what's coming next.
For sure.